Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 14 of Let's Play World Adventures. We are still in France, and you can see that we're making use of our little stolen radio from China. We got some random Chinese traveler who's over here actually working out with us. But he's so close, he was so close to actually maxing out his skill. I was trying to get him up to master the athletic skill. He is right there at the edge. But the trip is going to be over pretty soon, and I don't think he's going to have enough time to do anything. But I'm going to let him take care of his needs. She's actually did quite a bit while we were here. She got herself up to level 3 in logic. She leveled 3 in cooking, and then of course she also leveled 3 in handiness. So she actually did something instead of just sitting there with nothing to do. It was good to actually have those books with us. So at this point, really, there's not much more we can do. We can't really do any adventures. I did learn a couple of things. Yes, you can get the Stir Crazy moodlet when you're on a community lot. And the railroad that was over there that we saw in the other episode, it does have a train that will run through it occasionally. So it was kind of interesting to see that happen. I noticed that when we were looking for that opal. Alright, so at this point, since there's nothing more we can do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them just travel back home. We've pretty much accomplished everything we're going to do here on this trip. So I'll go ahead and let him return home. And of course, both of them are going to go together. So you can do this at any time. I hated to actually leave early. Oh, wait, stop. Okay, this is the one thing I needed to make sure we do. I do not want to leave. Let's go ahead. I'm scared he's going to get it before she can turn that off. Yeah, it would have been tight. I don't want to leave without taking our stolen radio with us. So now that we've turned it off, put it back in our inventory, now we can go home. And of course we both want to come home at the same time. And what I'm going to do is once they actually get this travel started, I will cut back out and then we'll pick back up when they get home to Sunlit Tides. Let's see. Yeah, I think we got pretty much everything done that we needed to get done. Could have done more, but we just had trouble finding that opal. Alright, we'll see you guys back in just a second while we travel back to Sunlit Tides. Okay, we just got back from our trip. We're here in Sunlit Tides, and they're on their way home. I'm going to actually do something real quick. I was looking again at their ages, and of course there's such a big difference. Kevin's got 19 days until he becomes an adult. Lucretia's already an adult, and she's only got about 11 days until she becomes an elder. And there's a little trick that we can do, and I'm going to go ahead and take this into map view. We're going to look, I believe it's over here. It doesn't come with Sunlit Tides, it comes with Ambitions, but it's the salon. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her stop the car. She's going to actually go to the salon. Kevin can go on home, and once we get to the salon, which of course it doesn't really fit the theme with Sunlit Tides because it's pretty much it's the regular Barney salon that we've been playing with for a long time, but it doesn't actually look too bad. So there is another one that you can get that came with pets, but I really like this one. I don't know, something about the one that came with pets, I always tend to have issues with it for some reason. Nothing bad, it just, I can't seem to maneuver around it as easily as this one. But she's going to make over herself, and remember she's got 11 days until she actually ages up. So let's go ahead and have her move on over there. Yeah, that's what she's going to look like pretty soon. And there's nothing wrong with that, I just think that we can get her a little bit closer. It's just a nice little thing that we can do. Plus, we wanted to work on making sure we see what she looks like in the different clothing that she has. Remember, I took the reflections off because it just causes a little bit more lag than normal. Only when it's recording. When it's not recording, it's not really an issue. Okay, you can also get a tattoo here if you want. And with Supernatural, they actually came out with a whole bunch of extra tattoos. I haven't even looked around at them. I just saw briefly that they had them. Alright. I'm sorry, but the glasses are going to have to go. Okay, let's go ahead and look at her every day, which is what she's wearing now. She can keep that outfit actually because she does run around town and it looks okay for her here. But let's give her something else as an alternative. So if you click this little arrow button right here, it should drop down and give us a second option. And I have got a ton of actual content in here that takes forever for it to come through. Looking at just regular outfits, let's see if there's something. It's always hard to find something that will fit. Okay, if I can stop. Alright, this is one of the ones that I like these right here. But not really so much on her. That one's what I wanted. Okay, now let's get rid of some of these accessories. And I don't want to hunt through to find all the glasses, so I just pick any glasses and then take them right back off, and it should remove it for us. I didn't know she had freckles. That makeup's sort of a little bit extreme. Okay, let's go down and look at the bracelets. If you'll notice when you pull out, she has the little purple bracelets on. Just put something else on her and then take it off, and it should go right away. Okay, that takes care of everyday 2. Let's look at what she's going to wear for formal in case they do decide to get married. Let's see what she's got. She should only have the one outfit. Okay, and it always has to wait till it loads at least half of it, and then it'll start to change. How long it takes until she ages up. Of course it didn't. So what you can do is also go over here. If you get a tattoo, and I don't think there's anybody here that there's not a stylist, unless it is a stylist, is that? The tattoo will actually do it as well. Okay, so that would work. Let's just get a tattoo from her. Sometimes you can get it when you do the actual outfit, and then sometimes you have to go through and do the tattoo. You can also do this at your regular day spa, so if you don't have ambitions, you can do the same thing. Just go to your day spa that's in your town, click on get a tattoo, and it should do the same little trick. At least it did for me before. Alright, taking a little bit too much time here. Now if you try to give a sim a tattoo and you don't have a skill in it, you're going to give them something absolutely crazy. But it can always be removed, so if you get something you don't want, you can take it off. Kind of defeats the purpose of a tattoo, but that's okay. And it's going to take a little while it's trying to figure out what to do with her. Eventually it'll take us into create a sim, and we'll be able to deal with the tattoo. Well, she sure is taking her time though. Oh my goodness, no, wait a minute. We just messed up. Oh, look what that old woman did to us. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I am so sorry. She's going to have to get that taken care of. Alright. It didn't change the age. Didn't do anything that I wanted to do. So, epic fail. That's okay. See, sometimes things happen, they work out the way you expect, and sometimes they don't. But that's okay. That's the arcade. Where's the other spa? This is the day spa that we put in. That's not the one I want. I want to go to this one right here. And yeah, we're going to spend $300 on a tattoo. But this time, we're actually going to go take it off. So let's go ahead and see where she's at. She's moving quick enough. And she's in her nice little slow car. You can always recolor that car. It's just pretty ugly. But it's also one of the slower ones. Oh, there went a witch on a broom. It's kind of strange to see that. I haven't played Showtime or Supernatural as much, so still getting used to seeing it. It's okay seeing it in the other town, but here it's just a little strange. Okay, and that was the diner, if you saw it before, the one from Barnacle Bay. I just think it fits in this town. It just, if you're going to buy the set, you might as well use the stuff you got. Definitely want to have a car here. We probably ought to get her a little bit faster car, but we're trying to save up some money because if they start a family, there is nowhere in their current house for them to live. And so I definitely want them to do something different. This is the actual spa rabbit hole. It's the same one that came with the base game, but it's just, of course, been redesigned. It does the same function. And this is the screen we should have gotten over at the other salon, but we didn't. So I guess that person was not really the true stylist. Or, oh, you know what? It's because they were a stylist, they were not a tattoo artist. Okay, that was my mistake. And that is just insane. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can remove it. This is on her back. I don't think we can. Oh, that's crazy. I hate that. If we may have to go back over to that salon and remove it. And if that's the case, that's fine. But let's just put something on her. Well, shoot, might as well put it on her back. It's tacky enough as it is. Okay, we'll put that there, and we'll just see if it works. And then if it does, that's all we need. Oh, Kevin must have been working out. He just mastered the athletic skill. That's great. And we missed it because of that crazy woman and her tattoo. All this just to save a few days. And yes, as you can see, she went down from 11 days to aging up. Now she has 17. So that kind of reversed her age. But that's crazy. Oh, tattoo nightmare. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we need to go back and see if we can remove it. And I think the only place you can remove it is at that salon. So we're just doing a lot of back and forth. I'm not even checking her needs. I don't care. This is where she needs to go. Alright, Kevin, what are you working on? Oh, he's breaking boards. Smelly as can be. She's fine. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and speed her up over here. I could actually click over to her, but it actually goes a little bit faster if you're in map view. I say that, I have no idea. Oh, there she is. She's finally moving. Don't you love when things just don't go the way you expected them to? But that's all the fun of playing. Alright. So the lesson learned, when you see an old woman in the tattoo parlor, don't ask her for a tattoo. It's probably not in your best interest. Okay, we have a fairy in Sunlit Tides. Let's click on this. Remove all tattoos. That's what we want to do. And old woman, don't you even come near us. Stylist. See, that's how they advertised Ambitions, that you could actually be a stylist and you do something really sneaky to unsuspecting people in the town. So, should have known. I should have looked, and I bet if we look at this person right here, she is the tattoo artist. So, before you actually accept it, remember, go for the professional. Don't just take it from anybody. But it is nice that you do have the option to remove it. So I kind of take back what I said earlier. Alright, now you change into, because I want to make sure that this worked, you change into your swimwear, because I want to make sure that those tacky tattoos are gone. They're not gone! Alright, lady, you did not do your job. Let's try that again. That is not good. If that's the case, this is horrible. This is horrible. It better go away. Yeah, it just went away. Okay, that was, oh, I think it was layered. So they took away the first one, which was that second tattoo that we got. Alright. Let's go ahead and go home. Let's go catch up with Kevin, see what he's doing. He's kind of hungry and he needs to use the bathroom. And then we'll just take them out. Let's see, full moon in 2 days, so we're good. They could cook, but while he's doing that, let's go ahead and see if we made any money. We didn't really get much, but we got this, which is a sun-cut rainbow gem. It's $3,000 or 3,000 simoleons, so let's go ahead and sell it. Because again, we're going to try to get them into a house, at least a little bit bigger house. Some of this, it may be very important stuff, and we may just be getting rid of it and regretting it later. These are important. These little dopa stones, you don't want to get rid of those. They're part of your relics. These are the French relics that we were looking at. We actually got another dangerous creature, so that's good. I don't want to sell it though. Let's see if there's anything else. We could sell the French relics. I don't really want to. A lot of these things we could get rid of. I don't know. We could get them cut and get rid of them too. But at this point... Oh, Kevin, I was going to send you guys out for dinner. Alright, so you just go ahead and eat too. Eat your leftovers. Because you are hungry. And having 8,336 simoleons, if we tried to move, I don't think we could. Oh wow, what is this? We've got a whole bunch of rocks out here in our yard. I've never had that happen, so we're going to go out there and collect them and see what we got. These are just random rocks that just show up. Oh, you know what? I know exactly where that came from. He was breaking space rock blocks. And when you break one of those, you have a chance of actually finding some of these rare gems. So he's up to that level so he can actually break those blocks. Oh. Okay, no bills, so you're okay there. And yeah, this kind of reminds me of the whole I Love Lucy where they're in separate beds. But that's short-lived. We will take care of it. We'll look and see. There's nothing else in her inventory that we can sell, I don't think. So I don't think she's done anything. We could sell her car, but she's not going to make any money with that. Ruby is not worth much. Yeah, I really just don't want to sell any of this. What did he find? Okay, Tanzanite at $71. Okay, yeah, she got her tattoo. That was a disaster. Okay. Alright, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and we're going to get... Let's cut all of these. Cutting is an actual... it's a skill. You can actually unleash different types of cuts. Let's just do emerald cut. Because I don't know how much it's really worth. It may be worth a lot, it may be worth nothing. Once you get them cut, you'll actually get them back and then you can sell them for more money. Let's see, let's get both of these, let's get them both smelted. It's going to cost us money, which we're trying to make money, not spend money. We smelt all of these platinum. I think they're worth more if they're smelted. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, so if I am, please leave it in the comments. Let's go ahead and cut everything that we got. As you can see, now that we've been cutting, we've got a new cut opened up, which is our oval cut. And you just want to keep cutting until you actually get all the different versions. So I will keep doing this until we have something else show up. And of course, there's a whole skill to this, and I'm not very good at it, so I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that I know what I'm doing. I'm just cutting, and if If it's working, it's working. If it's not, we're losing money. We're just losing money. All right, let's see. Okay, now we've actually unlocked the haircut. And let's see, there's something else to get cut. But I just think it's something that polished spit cut. I do not want to spend $1,000 on that. I don't know that it's worth it. Okay, we're going to analyze all of these space rocks to see what they're worth. Alright. Smelt all of those. Cut all of these. Yeah, we're losing a lot of our money, but we'll get it all. We'll get some of it back, or maybe even make some money off of it. At least that's the idea. Okay, that's just something we can't really do anything with it. But I'm going to hold on to it just for now. So as you can see, he's over here taking care of all this. If you look down now, it's going to give you some information about what it's worth. The space rock is worth 77. Okay, it's worth less than what it was originally appraised for. You run the risk that sometimes you'll have less money. It's worth quite a bit more. Okay, that one is worth less than its value. Yeah. So, you just have all different kinds of things. What I would do is I would just sell them. Because at that point, you've already done everything you can do with them. You could give them away as a gift. You might want to hold on to at least one of them. And I'm going to hold on to that tiny one, because when we go to Egypt, there is one tomb. It's not an adventure that we get, but it's actually one tomb that you definitely want to have some type of a space rock. I'm not sure if it means any space rock, but I always like to keep at least one in my inventory in case. Otherwise, we have to run around town or run around the desert trying to find one. And I don't really want to do that. Did we analyze that one? I don't think we did. No, we need to get it cut. Well, he is tired, but that's okay. He can do that in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out here while he's getting his sleep. We'll wake back up in the morning and see where they're headed. Okay, they just got up and we're waiting on the relics and whatnot to come back. I'm having them walk over to the beach that's just down at the end of the road from their house. And it is just a little bit past sunrise. You can kind of see everything is changing. There's a couple of interactions that I have never really used, and one of them, of course, is to skip stones. So we're going to have them both do that right now. Now, if you inspect the water, you'd actually be able to see if you could fish and what kind of fish would be there. Okay. And you can see the fish jumping off to the side. That's pretty nice. Again, I can't wait till they can actually go in the water and have a little bit more interaction. Alright, Kevin has about 7 hours until he can travel back again. While they were sleeping, she got up really early, and I went ahead and got her a job. I decided that she needed to just do something, and go ahead and flirt. She'll stop. So I got her a job at the bistro. So she is actually, since she has the cooking skill, and hopefully that will actually be something that will keep her somewhat busy, so she doesn't have to work today. And okay, now our little group outing has turned into a date. And again, it really just depends on what interactions you do and how much time you spend. We don't really want another disaster like we had the other one. But it actually turned out okay. I mean, all we ended up doing, we had to move in, but fortunately, we will not have any zombies appearing right here. Alright, give her an amorous hug. And let's see. Go ahead and kiss again. I mean, yeah, our little tattoo trick will work, and we can do that anytime we want to actually keep the ages back a little bit. But I don't want to do it constantly. I don't like to rely on it. Okay, now that he's being extremely irresistible, she should be giving us more options here. And so, yeah, we do. We could actually do all kinds of different things. And I think we're going to go ahead and stroke the cheek and, I don't know, proposing right outside of the beach right after sunrise. I don't think that's a bad thing. So we'll go ahead and do that.
do.
Nova?
Amita.
Blarn? Borgo?
Shazmanu.
Oh!
Yarbu Nurkleford.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sebume.
Oh, what's
Oh.
Okay, so Kevin and Lucretia are engaged. Wonderful. Alright, it says congratulations, Kevin and Lucretia are now engaged. They can get married at a wedding party, or if they prefer something a little more intimate, a private wedding. Well, I can tell you right now where we're going to go for our marriage. At the spa, they had that little marriage ceremony area, and we're definitely going to go there. Alright. Now, they don't really know anybody. Let me take a look. Well, they know a few people, I guess. A few people in town for Kevin, and she knows a few people as well. Actually, she knows quite a few. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and throw a wedding. And to do that, let's go ahead and throw our party, but we're going to throw this party at another location. All right. And I'm assuming since she knew the most people that would be the best, so that I don't know if it does anything with the total household. All right, let's go ahead and find that spa. Again, it's all the way on the other side of the world. That's why I say it's a beautiful world, but it's just so big. And I get lost every time, even though I've played it quite a bit. Okay, nope, that's the arcade. I need to just remember, okay, that's where we want to go. But I don't think we can. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, we can't throw our party there. Well, that's not good. Tell you what, we have another option. Let's go ahead and go back into map view, go across, and we're going to actually go over there to the actual spa, and then we can invite people over. So let's visit the lot with a date. I think that'll work. We'll just give it a try. And again, we need to get rid of that car, but we've got a little over 8,000 simoleons plus whatever's coming in the mail today. But remember, we do have to go back to China. And hopefully when we get finished with this next adventure, we'll make a lot of money. I know that this is a big one, but I don't know that we actually make a whole lot. The red assassin bug should have been the big one. It only gave us, I think, 5,000. Normally I get about 9. So it's kind of frustrated with that, with all the aggravation it gave us. So that's okay. It's all working out. All right. Lots of places here that we could have gotten married at if you wanted to do that. I'm just surprised that this one didn't give us that option. Maybe it would have, and maybe there's something I was doing wrong, but it didn't look like it. It didn't look like I did anything wrong. Of course, if there's people here already, then it really won't matter. Normally what I do is I let them go back here, but you don't want to go ahead and get married first. When you're at a community lot, you're basically a magnet for the people in town. So people will show up. Let's go ahead and have her get in, since it's now no longer broken. And he can get in. Alright, so we have one person, and it looks like a cat. No, it's a dog. Okay, where are you going? She's hungry. But I gave you some dried food. No, I didn't. I thought I did. Let's go ahead and give her some dried food. That way she will have something to eat whenever she gets hungry like this. That's the nice thing about the World Adventures, is that you can do this. That way if you get stuck out somewhere, you don't have to constantly stop and feed them. Alright, she's having her drink, which is not going to do nearly as much for her as the dried food would. So let's go ahead and have her drink or eat some of that. No, you're not getting a massage. You're going to eat and get in the hot tub. Or your fiance is. Now this is a nice little hot tub, because once you actually get in, it actually has a little stereo that will come on. It'll just show up. And so you can actually have whatever you want. whatever music you want that you think that would fit the mood. And of course there's different interactions you can have right here in the hot tub. Normally it's better, of course, at night, but hot tub is a great little addition if you have a group of people in the house and you want them to become a little bit friendlier. Just put them all in the hot tub. It increases their fun, and it also increases hygiene. So they'll actually start to get, it's kind of like having their bath, and they'll build their relationship up. So definitely something that once I can afford it, I like to have, especially if there's a lot of people in the house. It's just an easy way to do it. Also, another trick you can do is if you send them out to take a tour of one of the community buildings like the movie theater, or you send them to tour of the military base, those are really good because you can actually build up their relationship right there. You can also woohoo in those places and try for a baby. The only thing is you don't always hear the little lullaby, so you won't know if they actually got pregnant or not. So, alright, let's see if there's anybody else here at this lot. Doesn't look like it. And normally I wouldn't rush to get them married, but we're kind of playing beat the clock with Lucretia here. Yeah, I know we've reduced her age a little bit. We've rolled her back down. Now she's back down to 20. She's got 20 days, so she's at the beginning of adulthood. Kevin he's still 18 days away from her, so it's not as big of a gap. But I just didn't want them to start a family and then have her turn into an elder and die right away. So this way they can actually work out and they'll be together for a little bit longer. Alright. Now to do this wedding over here, unfortunately we don't have anybody. I'm wondering if we can call and invite people over. She knows more people. Of course everybody she knows, well, she's got one friend. I think if we invite over, they're going to actually go to her house. So I don't want to do that. I was hoping more people would show up in the lot. We just have this one girl who is Larita Pepper. There's nobody upstairs. And there's nobody upstairs. That's kind of strange. I was hoping we'd have more. But that's okay. It'll be a private wedding. So let's have them go ahead and get out. Go ahead and click back to them. Now watch the little stereo. It should disappear once they both leave the hot tub. And there's a couple of them. Yeah, there it went. There's a couple of them that do this that you can buy for your house. Okay, Kevin, it's time for you to get out. Well, this would be great if they could actually have a wedding party here. So, where are you going? Not leaving. You're not going to go play with the mirror. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and let's just go ahead and get married. Again, I wouldn't normally do this except for the fact that our time is not on our side here. So, I'm just going to go over and talk to her and make sure that she's okay with it. And all she's thinking about is teddy bears. Okay. Now they should change into their formal wear, I believe. I've only used this one time and I believe they did turn into their formal wear. If not, I guess it would fit the theme. No, it doesn't look like they're going to. Well, it's definitely going to be a tropical wedding. Getting married in your swimsuit. That's great. Alright, so now we're getting a few people to show up. I don't know who this guy is. Adolf Sapota. Uh-oh. Okay. You're not going to fight. You're going to box your bride. That's not good.
Dasu.
Yaku.
Huh.
It's a really pretty wedding arch. I think you can get this with Generations, and you can put it in your backyard. You can put it anywhere. You can build your own lot. But the fact that it's here and it's done like this, I think that's great. All right, so they are actually now married. So she's got a couple of days off. She hasn't even gone to work yet, but that's kind of why I did it. Now this is a little glitch. He will sit here and clap for the rest of the day. And if that's what he wants to do, so be it. But I think it's kind of funny. All right, Kevin, you really need to find a bathroom, and I know that there's one here on the first floor. So let's see if we can't get you taken care of. And Lucretia, what do you need? I still don't think that name fits her, but that's okay. It wasn't our job to pick names. All right. And then we are going to go ahead and head on back to China in just a little bit. And I know that's kind of odd. You just get married and you head out of town. But he is on a quest to finish this adventure, and he really needs to get busy with it. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and take them both home. All right, let's head on back. Yeah, kind of wish there would have been something more that we could have done as far as a wedding party. But I guess you can always build your own lot. But this is a community lot. It should have worked. So I don't really understand that. But that's okay. Like I said, if we had more time, if we knew that she wasn't going to age up on us so quickly, then I might take the time and do something a little different. But, alright, he's got a 2-day moodlet, which is giving him a plus 50 mood. That's great. He's going to need it on this next trip because he is getting ready to go up against probably the toughest part of China, or the toughest, I don't know if you'd say it's the toughest tomb, but it's actually going to have a lot of danger inside. So he's going to need that moodlet. I don't know if it actually does any difference or not, but we'll just pretend like it does. Alright, they need to go over here to the sauna, have a seat. She can go over here and have a seat. I mean, it is their honeymoon after all, so they might as well get a little romantic here in their personal sauna. Now, she went through the house, he went around the house, but it doesn't matter as long as they both get there. Oh, and one day there's a full moon. She wants to go to China. Oh, I wish we could take you, but, you know, there's really nothing you could do. All right. Now, why did she jump up? Go ahead and sit down.
Has Mawabni?
Sick.
All right. Now, she should be able to do the sauna woohoo. And hopefully a zombie won't interrupt us this time. And it's funny because the zombie, the lights that come out, it reminded me so much of that. Instead, it was the woohoo thing, so I was getting confused. Again, like I said, it's the longest of the woohoo interactions because they have to separate, they have to get up, put the steam on, and it takes a while. But the nice thing is when they're ready for a baby, they can actually try for a specific gender. And again, we're playing Beat the Clock, so that's going to be coming up pretty quick.
Vu. Chida.
Yeah. When I saw that the other night, I swear I thought it was a zombie coming right out in front of them. Okay. Now they can actually do the same thing again if they want to. We can actually have them try for a boy and see what happens. I know you're tired, but it's your honeymoon. It's expected. Oh, you are not going to practice. Well, here, have a seat. You have a seat. Don't be difficult. Yeah, the dog needs to go. Alright, it'd be nice if I'd actually click on it. Would you please? Sit down. You. Sit down. I knew he was going to do this. He's going to get up and he's going to try to go work out. You're so tired, and yet you won't sit down. Alright, that's ridiculous. Call over, and I believe you can invite her to cuddle. Dog, go away. There's nothing for you here. I know you want to sit on the sauna, but you're not going to. Maybe he'll leave. No, doesn't look like he's going to leave. Are you going to cuddle with her? No, not until I tell you. And of course now she's going to get up. This is just not helping.
Soup,
Finally.
Manita.
Oh.
And good, the dog went to bed. Alright,
Darbanopso.
now they can try for a boy.
Haba.
Oh, now the dog's interested and is going to wake up for it.
Saman.
Alright, let's see if we get lucky. Because, you know, you got to bring in the next generation of explorers, so come on.
Oh, call me.
He's starving, he's exhausted, but that's just part of it.
Yes, Nepwa.
Who? She died.
Huh.
Alright, and we're going to have a little baby. Okay, very nice. So, she won't really be able to travel. Okay, you can go eat, you can do whatever you want to do, you've got free will. And it looks like you want to eat first. So that's fine. You go ahead and eat, and Lucretia, you do whatever it is you need to do. And what I'm going to do is let them both go ahead, and I think he can actually leave now. Yeah, he can go at any time. So what I'll probably do is go ahead and send him back to China after he eats and he sleeps. And so when we pick up on our next episode, Kevin should be in China and ready to actually tackle that last part of the Dragon Ma's adventure. So again, guys, if you like the video, please subscribe. Please comment in the bottom. Anything you want to see, I'll be happy to try to work it out. Any suggestions you have, I would appreciate it. So until next time, I will see you soon.